Todd. So good morning, my name is Nick Dove, Interim Chief of Streets and Chair of the Public Improvement Commission. I call to order the Public Improvement Commission hearing of February 12th, 2026 at 10 a.m. Mr. Lyman, can you please take a roll call?
Certainly. Would the representative from the Public Works Department please state their name for the record?
Nick Dove, Interim Chief of Streets.
Property Management, please do the same.
Joseph Callahan.
Transportation Department.
Amy Cordy.
Water and Sewer Commission.
Denise Davlin.
Commission for Persons with Disabilities.
Carol Young.
And I don't believe that Brian Ronan with ISD is with us yet, but he should be joining at some point. But we do have a quorum, so we can get started.
Great, thanks, Todd. We'll start with the hearing minutes. At the request of the Public Improvement Commission staff, acceptance of the minutes of the PIC hearing from January 29th, 2026. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of January 29th, 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or abstain? Hearing none, so moved. On to new business. I'm sorry, actually, we have a utility poll hearing. On a petition by Eversource Energy for utility pole installation to remove one guy pole and relocate one private utility pole within C Street, South Boston, to be located on its southeasterly side address number 325, generally West 1st Street and Cypher Street. Pass it off to the proponent.
Good morning, it's Emmy McSweeney from Eversource. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
So we have a revised plan for this project. We're going to move that pole 27 feet more towards Cypher Street. And then, of course, we would remove the old pole and that metal stub pole that you see.
Do you have a plan you can present?
Yes, I can. Bear with me a second. Hold on one second, I'm sorry.
No. Just put maximum. Maximum. Scroll down so you can see.
I apologize, I'm covering last minute, so. Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Okay. So that pole, which is the 591 over 19A, we would be moving 27 feet towards the Cypher Street. So 19A would be the new pole. And then the two to the left, which is, it says to remove, we would be removing along with that short metal stub pole.
So hi, this is Kelly Correa. I'm actually sitting here with Emmy. And basically there's new construction on that lot between West First and Cypher. So that existing pole 19 is in the way of their new driveway. So that's the reason for moving these. And the sidewalk will be like reconstructed or repaired when the developers finished building. But currently, there's already 5.5 feet back there, so that should fine for ADA as well.
Great, so you've got more clearance than before, and the pole, the new pole is in this front of the same property as the existing pole.
Correct.
Great.
Any other questions or comments from commission members? Hearing none, how about PIC staff or members of the public?
I will remind the public, if you wish to ask questions or add testimony at any point during the hearing, we ask that you please use the raised hand function, which can be found at the reactions tab at the bottom of your screen. I am not seeing any raised hands right now. I will just mention for the record that Eversource has coordinated with the adjacent development project on the design here. It looks like we do actually have a raised hand. B. Schrader with Commodore Builders, please go ahead.
Hi, yeah, this is Blake Shader, Commodore Builders. We are the developer on this land, helping build this project. So just to be clear, I'm hopping on this project temporarily while the project manager is out on paternity leave. I'm just ensuring that Eversource is to locate the new pole 19 down C Street, going to Cypher. That will allow us to have that clearance to that new gate.
Correct, so you do have clearance there.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I jumped on a little late, but thanks. I appreciate everyone's help for this.
Of course.
Okay, not seeing any other public comment. Any further questions or comments from the commission? If not, do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve a petition by Eversource Energy for a utility pole installation in C Street as read into the record by the chair.
The second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or abstain? Hearing none, so moved. Thank you.
Thank you and have a nice day.
You as well. Okay, on to the public hearing. Public hearing item number 1. On a petition by number 10MX owner LLC for the acceptance of a pedestrian easement adjacent to Malcolm X Boulevard, a public way in Roxbury, located on its southwesterly side at addresses number 10 through 20 northwest of Guild Row. As shown on a plan entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Pedestrian Easement Plan Malcolm X Boulevard in Roxbury, one sheet dated January 23rd, 2026. Can the project team please introduce yourselves and your affiliations and provide a brief overview of your project?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and members of the Commission. My name is Joe Homley, Project Engineer with Howard Plan Hudson. I am presenting today on behalf of the proponent, 10MX Owner LLC, and I am joined by John Sullivan of the ownership group and landscape architect Chris Golden. The project is located at 10 Malcolm X Boulevard in Boston's Roxbury neighborhood. The property's subdivision has yet to be finalized, but the area highlighted is set to become a separate parcel to be known as 20 Malcolm X Boulevard. The proposed site is bounded by Malcolm X Boulevard to the north, the remainder of the 10 Malcolm X Boulevard site to the south and east, and a City of Boston planning-owned parcel to the west. The portion of the property to be redeveloped currently contains an underutilized surface parking lot serving the tenants of the existing building to remain at 10 Malcolm X Boulevard. Access to the upper parking lots from Dudley Street will be maintained and remain in operation throughout construction in place of the lower parking lots. We are proposing a 6-story residential building containing 111 rental units with 1,900 square feet of ground floor retail space. Covered at-grade resident parking provided within the building footprint contains 32 total spaces with access off Malcolm X Boulevard over here. The project also provides 110 secure bike spaces for residents with additional outdoor racks for visitors and a 15-bay bike share station in the sidewalk furnishing zone. So as part of the project, we are seeking approval for the pedestrian easement area. The pedestrian easement area shown on this plan was the result of coordination with PIC staff, facilities, and BTD to afford a minimum of 7.5 feet pedestrian path of travel throughout the project frontage. We've added section views at the request of PIC staff to show the clearance from the sidewalk grade to the bottom of the canopy and angled bays that project into this pedestrian easement area. There have been no changes made since our new business hearing. So with that, I will open it up to any questions.
Great. Thank you. Any questions, comments from the commission? Hearing none, how about PIC staff or members of the public?
Joe, thank you for adding the section views to the easement plan. We just confirm the minimum vertical clearance to the bottom of those building elements?
Yes, it should be 11 feet at the angled bay and 11 feet at the canopy.
Great, thank you. No other comments or questions from PIC staff?
Any further questions or comments from the commission? If not, do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve a petition by 10MX Owner LLC for the acceptance of a pedestrian easement in Malcolm X Boulevard as read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or abstained? Hearing none, so moved. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, public hearing item number 1. On a petition by 10MX Owner LLC for the making of specific repairs within Malcolm X Boulevard, a public way in Roxbury, generally located at addresses number 10 through 20, northwest of Guild Road, Shawmut Ave, consisting of curb, sidewalk reconstruction with structural soil, as well as new and relocated pedestrian ramps, street lighting infrastructure, street trees, road infrastructure, street furniture, bike racks, driveway curb cuts, and median islands. As shown on a set of plans entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division, Specific Repair Plan Malcolm X Boulevard, Public Way, 20 Malcolm X Boulevard in Roxbury, 5 sheets dated December 5th, 2025. Back to the proponent.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and members of the Commission. My name is Joe Connolly, Project Engineer with Power Design Hudson. I'm presenting today on behalf of the proponent, MX Owner LLC, and I'm joined by John Sullivan of the ownership group and landscape architect Chris Golden. As mentioned, this project is located at 10 Malcolm X Boulevard in Roxbury's, in Boston's Roxbury neighborhood. It will be subdivided to become its own 20 Malcolm X Boulevard parcel, but it has yet to be executed. The proposed work within the Malcolm X Boulevard right-of-way includes one proposed driveway curb cut, one driveway curb cut closure, one relocated street light to get it out of this proposed driveway curb cut, along with street lighting infrastructure that has been coordinated with Public Works Street Lighting Division, sidewalk and curb ramp reconstruction, including reciprocal ramps, here, visitor bike racks, bike share station, these 2 new street trees within the furnishing zone with expanded tree pits based on comments from the Office of Green Infrastructure. The 2 new street trees will supplement the 6 existing to remain throughout the project frontage. They will be maintained and protected throughout construction. Since our new business hearing, the only real changes that we've coordinated have been these 2 ramps on our corner of the site. So both have been shifted to better align with the reciprocal ramp location that will remain as is. This one in particular, we've shown it shifted so that the traffic signal with pedestrian push button will also need to be shifted to stay in close approximation to the level landing. So we have coordinated with Todd and Sarah over the past week on these items. Our client has agreed to satisfy these improvements as part of their construction scope, as long as the city's Nubian Square Phase 2 project has not commenced in the meantime before this project's pre-pave improvements start implementation. So thank you again to Todd and Sarah for expediting the acceptance of these changes over the last couple of weeks. We'll continue to coordinate with Sarah on the final grading of these ramps and the reciprocal ramps before submitting Mylars. But with that, I will open it up to any questions. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Questions or comments from the commission?
You need to coordinate with the signals department about the relocation of that signal post and what would be required to make that happen.
Understood.
I just want to thank the team for coordinating with my office as well as Todd over the past couple of days regarding this intersection.
Any other comments or questions from the commission? Hearing none, how about PIC staff or members of the public?
I would just like to recognize Commission Member Brian Ronan of ISD has joined us during this presentation, so he is here now. I do not have any outstanding comments or questions on this project.
Okay. Any further questions or comments from the commission? And if not, do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve a petition by 10MX Owner LLC for the making of specific repairs within Malcolm X Boulevard as read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstained?
Yes, to the chair, Brian Ronan.
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
To the chair, and it said Brian Ronan, I identified myself. I just want to, I'm abstaining. I came in about halfway through this, so I want to abstain from the vote.
Thank you, Commissioner. Okay, we've got one abstain for Brian. Motion passes. Thank you to the proponent. That's going to close the public hearing for today. We're going to move on to
so my only
business.
Great, thank you.
Okay, so the first item of new business on the agenda is Armory Street at number 1599 Columbus Ave in Roxbury, discontinuance pedestrian easement on a set of petitions by 1599 Columbus LLC.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. My name is Stephen Ventresca, project manager with NIST Engineering. Good morning, members of the commission. So this project is 1599 Columbus Ave. It actually works through to Amory Street on the other side, and the focus of this presentation is on the Amory Street side. As noted, we are discontinuing a pedestrian easement that was previously approved by the commission. We needed, which is shown here in blue. I'm hoping that you can all see this now. And what we need to do is reestablish the pedestrian easement because there were a couple of encroachments from the construction. This wall right here and a portion of
You
this.
see
step
your
here.
email, not the plan?
Oh, anything good on the email?
Not really.
No, sorry. Let's try this one. Does this make more sense?
Yes.
Okay, I apologize. Here we go. This in blue here is the original petty easement that was approved by the commission off of Amory Street. So we need to discontinue this pedestrian easement and then provide this new easement in red. There are two encroachments that the reason why we need to do the pet easement revision. The encroachment here with this wall, and then the stair that encroached into the original pet easement we found after construction. And so after some discussion with disabilities, we installed or provided a planter here on this side of the stair and then a planter on the other side of the stair to help people with low vision navigating this area. We are providing more than 5 feet of sidewalk width, including the public way and with the pedestrian easement. And so we're still meeting the minimum standards required by the city. Any questions?
Thank you. Any questions or comments from the commission? How about PAC staff?
No, all set. This is largely a housekeeping action. We appreciate the project team bringing this through.
Yep, thank you. Thank you, PIC. Sarah, appreciate it.
Assuming 2 weeks is enough time? Move this
Yes.
at? Okay, we'll see you on February 26th.
We'll see you on the 26th. Thanks, everyone.
Next item of new business is North Washington Street at the new Bill of Russell Bridge, Boston proper, in Charlestown, city shadow rental on a petition by Verizon New England Incorporated.
Yes, good morning, Commission. Ross Bilodeau representing Verizon New England this morning. Verizon is looking to place 1,200 feet in an existing conduit system that was placed by Mass DOT through the North Washington Street Bridge to existing manholes on each end. This was part of Mass DOT Bridge Project number B-16-06. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Sorry, I should have done that already. Okay, just making sure everybody can see that.
Yes.
Very good. Again, looking to place fiber through existing, already placed by Mass DOT conduit system here from a pole box on one side of the bridge. To sheet 2 to another existing pole box on the other side. Again, this was placed by Mass DOT in support of bridge project number B-16-06. Verizon just looking for rights to use this conduit as a part of that overall bridge project.
I'll just mention as part of this, Verizon has requested that the city and the commission waive our typical city shadow rental fee, which is an annual fee. And the reason behind that is Verizon was instrumental in getting this duct bank installed within this new city bridge. So I leave it to the commission to consider that, but those are the conversations that we've been having with Verizon.
Thanks, Todd. Just to clarify that the city, in fact, owns that duct bank, correct?
Yes, that is, the duct bank is city owned, and this is essentially just renting that city shadow that's been installed previously.
Any questions or comments from the commission? Todd, back to you. Any questions, comments from PIC other than what you mentioned?
Nope, all set.
And for the proponent, assuming 2 weeks is enough time?
Yes,
Great. See you on February 26th.
thank you.
New business, item number 3, Orleans Street, Porter Street, East Boston, a grant location on a petition by Verizon New England Incorporated.
Yes, again, Ross Billadu representing Verizon New England. I have my screen already shared here. Verizon is looking to place 342 feet of new conduit from an existing manhole 19/88 located at the intersection of Porter Street and Orleans Street in a southwesterly direction onto Orleans Street to the property line of number 172 Orleans Street. This is for the purpose of providing new fiber services on Orleans Street. To the plan here. It's our existing manhole 19/88, located again at the corner of Orleans and Porter. We'll be tying in and running one conduit with city shadow onto sheet 2. Again, continuing down Orleans Street to the property line at 172 Orleans Street, where the customer will be picking up that handoff there.
Any questions or comments from the commission? Todd, how about PIC staff?
We're all set with this.
Assuming 2 weeks is enough time for the proponent?
Yes, thank you.
See you on February 26th. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, last item of new business, 176 Federal Street, Boston proper, sidewalk cafe license on a petition by Fox Rock, 176 Federal Realty LLC.
Good morning, Mr. Chair and members of the commission. This is Mike Ross, attorney with the law firm of Prince Lavelle. If I could share my screen. Just leave this here if I could. So I represent Fox Rock Properties, the owner of 176 Federal Street, and their tenant, which is Tradesman Cafe, who are seeking approval for a seasonal outdoor cafe alongside the side of their building. And this morning I'm with the project designer, Bob Medeiros, and architect, Gary Sadler, Tradesman Cafe principal, Mark Zerlock, as well as the Fox Rock principal, Mark Carroll, and project manager, Matt Gall. Just to orient you to this property, the proponent seeks to establish a 25-seat outdoor cafe to serve their first floor restaurant, which is in the corner of the building, which is along the pedestrian way through Federal Street Extension, which is between High Street and Purchase Street. And as you can see, the cafe comes out just over, I'll show you another plan, but just rough just to show you. It comes out just over 14 feet from the face of the side of the building, and will line up approximately with the existing planters that presently line the extension. The previous plan to locate seating along Purchase Street is no longer being proposed. This is the plan, and it shows the outdoor cafe, which has already been submitted to the PIC. And you can see that this plan and this upper corner site plan, it will be framed by the exterior edge of these existing 6-round planters that extend off the building, and will be replaced. We're proposing replacement of the planters after discussion with the commission with 4 new square planters that are shown on this plan as well. And then this detail shows how the patio itself will be, which is comprised of composite material, is assembled in individual sections and then attached to itself to form a solid single structure. And there will also be these banquette seating along the edge of the patio, which has this detail here, which will help serve as a barrier to accommodate the grade change, which is steepest at the lower portion of the patio, and will serve as a barrier to accommodate the grade change. And then the ramp of the deck, which is at the top of the plan, will meet the existing pavement with a metal edge, and the detail for that is right here. This is zoomed in a little bit closer to show you the deck. As you can see, these new square planters are being proposed to replace the existing round ones, which Fox Rock actually maintains. I'll picture that in a second. And I'll note that there are existing light poles and bollards here, and one of which light pole, shown here at the lower portion, will be within the deck area, and one of which bollard, shown here, and the top of the deck, will be included within the cafe itself. This is a detail of the new square planters that we're proposing. They're made of concrete and similar to the others, but square, not round, and meant to replace the current ones. These are the current round planters and bollards and lights, and you can see how they're nicely maintained by Fox Rock and will continue to do so. I just provided this elevation just so you can have a sense of what it's going to look like. We were already approved by the commission for the extensions onto over the public way for the awnings, but this was just to show you the top is Federal Street extension. You can see that kind of grade change as it goes down towards Purchase Street, and then the bottom is Purchase Street. I'll pause there if there are any questions.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from the commission?
You confirm that you will remove this decking whenever we would need to access beneath it, especially considering you're enclosing our streetlights?
Yes, yes, yes.
Thanks, Amy. Any other questions or comments from the commission?
To the chair, Brian Ronan.
Yes, Brian?
I'd like to let the applicant know, as well as the commission, that we have had outstanding violations on the building due to a facade collapse. The building in its entirety has been under repair for the last couple of years, which I believe we're almost complete. I'm not 100% sure of how many months away we are from that, but some of the sidewalk sheds and a couple of things are still up. So if it's possible for the applicant to contact me, I can give him an update, or I can let Todd know where we are within the violation process and how quick we are, just because the things above where the proposed cafe would be were in danger of collapse at one time.
Happy to give you a call, Commissioner.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments from commission members? Well, PAC staff, Todd?
No, we're good on this.
Okay. And assuming 2 weeks is enough to address the ISD issue, does February 26th work for the proponent?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Okay, that wraps up new business. Any other questions or comments from commission members, or do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passes unanimously. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Recordings.
You got it almost perfect. Wow. That's crazy.